Hi, David at Semper Fi. Today I'm going to answer a question that was asked online, is what is the purpose of the boost tap on the primary side? All Semper Fi transformers, standard units anyways, include this yellow boost tap. Okay, and the reason we do that is typically when you're dimming you're going to lose about 10 volts on the primary side, and that's what it compensates for. So when you have the line voltage coming in, okay, you have two conductors and a ground on the primary side, the line voltage side. And off the transformer, you have three wires, and you have the ground. So you have the white wire, which is labeled 120 volt input here. That's going to take your neutral. And then you'll have a black and a yellow off the transformer. If you're not sure what you need, plug into the black. That's the normal use tap. So when you receive 120 volts into the white and the black, you'll get 12 volts or 24 volts if it's set up for 24 volts on the output. The yellow tap will raise the voltage on all the secondary taps up approximately 1 volt, compensate for 10 volts of loss on the primary. The amount of boost you're going to get is really dependent upon what your actual input is, and since a transformer is an unregulated device, it could fluctuate depending on load, job, etc. Okay? So if you decide to choose these two and you measure your voltage in the field and you need to boost the voltage, well, on our standard transformers we have the boost taps on the secondary side. Now, how do you wire the taps on the secondary? Okay, in this case you've got a primary breaker here labeled primary. That controls the input. Okay, this is your secondary breaker. And in this case, what you would do is it has a quick connect. Again, your lighting, if you have one cable coming back from your lighting, you have two conductors. Your low voltage wiring is not grounded, so you have one end of your lighting, doesn't matter which one, would plug into this conductor. Now on these quick connects, all you do is you take your wire, you strip it, and it basically pushes in. And you want to push it in until you see it through the clear. You push it all the way up. If you have to remove it, it's simply just twisting and pulling. It's that simple. Okay? So that end hooks into your circuit breaker. Now the other end, you'll notice, there's 5 different taps. Now if you're not sure which one you need, you plug into the very first tap. So you'd put it under the terminal block and you'd tighten it down to 16 pounds. And then if you measure your voltage and you need to boost it, you would put it into a higher tap. Each one of these taps will raise it approximately a half a volt. So if I go to the load, I put my dimmer at full bright, I go to the load and I measure 11.2 volts. I know that to get to 12, that's 0.8 volts. So I would basically take this and I would go up 1 tap. And that will raise it approximately a half a volt. So you should be around 11.5, 11, or 11.7, 11.8 with the dimmer at full bright. Okay, so I hope that answers your questions on where to put your wires and how to use the taps. If you have any other specific questions, go ahead and email us. Thank you.